So, today I'm going to show you how to make some delicious chocolate chip cookies. If you've never baked before, or if you've only ever used pre-made batter, you know, the stuff that comes in a cylinder, don't worry. This recipe is simple and easy to follow. The recipe I'm going to be using is the Nestle Toll House cookie recipe cut in half, because I don't want to be making a million cookies. Anyway, first you want to assemble all of your ingredients. So, get your flour, your baking soda, salt, butter or margarine, sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, 1 large egg, and some chocolate chips. Now you also want to get some chopped nuts. Now I don't actually have any chopped nuts, but I do have some large fava beans. I mean, they look like nuts, so it should work out fine. Next you'll want to preheat your oven to 463 degrees Kelvin. Next, get yourself a small bowl and mix in the flour, the baking soda, and the salt. And now mix it in a little bit. Now, put this bowl aside and get yourself a bigger bowl. Now, the recipe says to put the butter, sugar, and vanilla in the bowl and beat it until creamy. So, just put it all in there. One thing to keep in mind is that you'll want to make sure to avoid putting the brown sugar in last, because if you do, well, that just means you're racist. Now, most people use an electric mixer at this point, or just use a wooden spoon or something. That's not good enough, people. To really beat the mixture together, you want to find yourself a wrench, kind of like this one. Alright? And, you know, just start beating it. Beat it together like that. Yeah, beat it real good. Oh, and you want to make sure to clean the wrench before you do this. I mean, come on, don't be ridiculous. Make sure it's nice and evenly mixed. There we go. So next you'll want to add the egg. So just throw it in there. Pretty simple. Then, you know, just make sure to beat that in. Then, add in the flour mixture from before. And just mix it in. Mix it real good. You want to make sure it's really even, or else the cookies are not going to come out right. Next, stir in the chocolate chips. Mix those as well. And also get your chopped nuts. Now, if you don't already have chopped nuts, you can just take whole ones and chop them. If you don't have whole ones, then you need to reevaluate your life. So if you want to chop the nuts, you can just put the bowl aside and get your nuts, or in my case, fava beans. And what I like to use is the slap chop. But, I mean, let's be honest here. Any product endorsed by Vince Offer should work fine. Chop them. So just chop them real nice. Okay, yeah, this really doesn't work that well. Good enough. Alright. So just mix them in. Make sure it's even. Alright. Now, one extra thing I found that really make the cookies taste good is to cast a spell on the batter. So, just put that aside and find yourself an ancient Chinese spell book like this, and just open it up, and, you know, just rip one of the pages out. Put that aside, and just throw it in the batter, you know. Then get yourself some soy sauce. Make sure it's light soy sauce or else the spell won't work. And just pour it in there. That'll really make the spell work. And just mix it in one more time. Now you want to prepare a cookie sheet, so just move that aside and just get something like this. Now, you want to scoop the batter out. Most people use spoons. I like to use a plaster knife. This one's a little bit rusty, but it really shouldn't matter. So, just scoop some batter out and plop it right on there. Get some more. There we go. Oh, okay. Some more. You want to make sure it's evenly spaced or else the cookies aren't going to come out right. Alright. I'm going to do a little fast forward here. There. Now they're all set. Ah, the wonders of modern editing. So, now that the oven is preheated, just open it up and stick those cookies in. And let it bake for about 53 minutes. Alright. These cookies really take a while. But don't worry, it's worth it. They're going to be really delicious. Trust me, I'm a baker. Fun fact. Did you know that in 2002 the Soviet Union actually banned the production of chocolate chip cookies? Did you? Well, now you know. Alright, so let's pop this open and see if they're done. Ah, they look done to me. Alright, so let's take them out. There we go. Now we have to check if they're really done. Now, most people use a bamboo skewer for this, but that's flimsy and useless. Just throw that away. What I like to use is something more along the lines of an ice pick. To be honest, I don't really even know what this is, but it'll work. Let's see. Yep, looks about done. Now what you can also use, and I find that this works the best, is just get yourself a World War II era Japanese bayonet. It works even better than the ice pick. So just stick it in, and yeah, no cookie remnants on the blade, so it's done. So now just get a spatula and rip these cookies off. And they're done. There you go. So thank you for watching. I hope this has inspired you to take up baking, or at least give it a try. With practice you can bake anything. You just have to set your mind to it. Farewell.